Hey, what's going on, man? Just about to get this game down right now. Trying to get the 3,000 coins. Been trying to do this for a bit now. It's pretty tough. I'm gonna start in a second though. All right, let's do it.
Larry Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. The Bears enter this one knowing that this game could very well be won or lost down in the trenches. From an offensive perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback upright to have a chance, and defensively, it's going to be about containing the running game. We're in for a snowy one at the foot of the Rockies as we head out to Denver.
All right, golf. We got golf at QB now.
Back to throw, Goff. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
There you go, Ertz. There you go, Ertz. That's a beast. Loving that tight end.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Those corner routes are really doing well.
From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught.
Broken.
Right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Goff throwing again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd and goal from the 5. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he'll get nothing out of that. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
On the keeper, here's Goff.
Wow.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any game.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's gone. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To the air again. Gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Ertz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Oh,
so
my God, we got it.
I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
third down is a down both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have...
Come on.
problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock.
I can already start.
Dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play.
From the 50, it's gone. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. To throw on second down is gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, gone. And this one complete to Hankerson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Second and 5. Again, gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Max Williams from 4 yards out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. go play action here on first down. Backing up. And caught. Right side. Green. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 38 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Brian Quick, the intended target. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Here's Goff. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by... the Broncos.
Playing with snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
On 2nd down, Anderson. Down to the 25. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. 3rd down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Crick in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this This is going to be incomplete. Leonard Hankerson, his intended target. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the Broncos coming out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. In the backfield is Anderson. Lynch looking to throw on second. Looking for someone to throw to. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's...
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 10. Goff again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him. They tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And it is incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into win.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the away from the defender, but in this case he didn't get that far away.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else almost fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Wow.
And he takes this
And he made
one
it.
in for a Bears touchdown. Max Williams, 36 yards. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Another pistol look here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Lynch. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Airing it deep for Fowler. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, Setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Broncos defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He's got the hook up here to Leonard Hankerson. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he finds an open man, Hankerson. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a 1st. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult, because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Goff now looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the 50, it's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, Goff again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jared Crick, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Norwood. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Start the drive with Anderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're on the dime here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Lynch. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Davis able to put it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And some room to maneuver. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is Ertz with it, right side. You give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down, Goff. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To the air again. Goff. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Goff now to throw. That's caught at the 1. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They come out here in the eye. Goff going to keep it himself. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Williams to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First throw in overtime for Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Goff. And he connects with Ertz. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and 2, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Ertz over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be a Chicago first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, 60 minutes wasn't enough, partner. We needed overtime, but what a gutsy victory.
Brandon, to win one in overtime, I think it gives you a little extra bounce, a little extra juice around your facility for the next week. And for the team that got beat, oh, that's tough to recover from.
Hey, what's going on, Wolfpack? Getting my lineup set up here, man. I finally did that challenge where I got the 3,000 coins. And, I got a temporary guy. I'll show you. It was Norman. I'm not going to use him right now. I should probably put him in now, though. It's this guy right here. See him? The elite. He's only limited use, though. Hold on a second. Let me get on my channel here. Yeah, man. Wait, what have you been playing, man? Have you been streaming? Alright, we're gonna do some one-on-ones here. We're gonna put him in first for him. So then our number 2 would be Emerson. Yeah, number 2 would be Emerson, corner. I gotta add on the contract to this guy. Hey man, do you have you said you have YouTube, right? I'm gonna watch one of your streams when you're doing it, man. See, I do YouTube and Twitch, so the thing with YouTube is you can't see your subscribers. You can only see the number. I think, right? I'm just learning how to use it. Like, sometimes, alright. Alright, so if I go here. See, for some reason I can't pull up, like, the scroll chat. Do you know why that is? Like, I gotta keep on going here to see it. No, not yet, man. But look who I got as quarterback right here. I didn't have him before I got, golf. Oops, my back feet on this. My running back, I got the gold, Adrian Peterson. He's not, all that. I mean, it's Adrian Peterson, but this was a big change as a quarterback. Golf. So, you know what I'm going to do is probably do draft champions. Let's see. Let's back out for a second. I need 5,000 to get back. Oh, shit. Missed it. We can't enter the ranked draft yet. Kind of, we need to have like 5,000 coins or something. We'll do this. Competitive badge, silver players, gold or better, 4 wins. Alright, we'll go for it.
We've just gotten
I
started
always
here, and
take this
already
guy.
these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had.
Jay Cutler. Oh, man. That's not quarterback, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Where to now? Do you get yourself
This
a
guy's
big brute
nasty.
for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
I don't need any crazy receivers. I gotta work on other stuff. Oh, yeah, Alshon Jeffrey's good, but we got.
Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
I'll take Sean Smith for sure.
Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late.
Alright, I got an 81 there. 81 there. Yeah, 81 there, 81 there. 76 at the free safety, though. So, I'll take him. Oh, yeah, Todd Gurley, perfect.
The final decision here
So
might have a
I was waiting for him.
each year. Do you
Someone
go
like him.
offense or defense?
Terrell Revis,
Finger
must
crossing
get.
time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go.
79. Alright. We could
And
use
here's a
him.
pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount.
Demarius Thomas. That was a good draft. Thought I did better than that. Well, let's see. Marvin Harrison and Anthony Munoz. YouTube.com. CLM. second.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These
There
guys,
it
you can
is.
see
All
on
right,
your
man.
screen,
You
they
still
will
there?
be witnessing, they will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Cooper Helfet. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I could stay in this
So
package
much
all
goes into
day.
a successful
I'll
play,
just do
doesn't
it.
it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move
Understand
forward
what's
and pick up the
information?
first
Yep.
down.
Yes.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Probably gonna do play action or something. Make me commit.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred loose.
Good hit.
It's incomplete. Cooper Helfet, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the
I
offense
think
looking
slants.
to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Slants.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Good one. Good one.
Give him
That's
10
out of here.
yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Got a good line.
They go play action here on 1st down. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines.
Offense
going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And complete on the right side. It's Corliss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley.
No, he didn't make the cut right, man.
He went backwards, back to
Oh
the
my God,
33.
cut left.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Throwing is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Here's Smith toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll sneak it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Geno Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Watkins alone on the left side. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Backing up, trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Here we go now. Over.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A long drive here, play 12 coming up for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Smith, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? the guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw on second down is Smith. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the gun on third down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Tim carry now for Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Looking to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Smith on first down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a Chicago first down. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, Smith. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give them 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Chicago first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
The one running back is Gurley. Now Gino. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deion Sims from a yard out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Back now in Nashville, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There you
Looking
go,
for
baby.
Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the interception, here's Smith. And Corliss with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Lucky.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Throwing now is Gino. And Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And that one makes it 14-7. I think the Colts got this. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And it's caught left side, Helfit. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller
Deflection beyond that. Come on.
was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch the line.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defense, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A give to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Smith. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Completed pass, but the O-line, they're a little thankful because their quarterback got hit hard.
You ever notice, Brandon, that after the quarterback takes a big hit, the first guy to him is the offensive lineman that allowed it? Sometimes you throw that lookout block, and then you breathe a sigh of relief that your quarterback's okay.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Hockey.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. What a hard-fought, low-scoring game. A tough one to lose always, partner.
For the losing team, not beautiful. But for the winning team, that's almost textbook old-school football. And you know I loved it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville. Thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The one running back is Gurley. Now Gino on first down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Here's Smith now on second down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. It's fielded at the 45. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play clock winding down. Now Gurley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Corliss with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Smith on 3rd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the carry, here's Smith. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Being chased out left. He's got his man here. It's Green. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They send Green to the left on his own. play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the ground, this is Smith. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right up.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Smith rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with Smith. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith finding time. He's going to launch this thing, looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thank you, Mr. Ridley. A scoreless first half, and now we're set for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him. And he'll take it back to about the 9th. Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down following the run. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. It's an 8-yard pickup. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Jameis to throw it. Into a double team.
There you go, baby.
Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
Darrelle Revis, the GOAT.
Shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
On the toss, it's Gurley. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he's got some space here.
Get off me. God, Gurley, man. Beast.
A big play there out of the running game. 31 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Switch it.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is
Touchdown, all Gurley on those guys.
Todd Gurley.
Oh, he's quitting. Let this one count.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in draft champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
They'll run with Peterson. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Adrian Peterson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Corliss with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Throwing now is Gino. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
Woo!
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he eventually
Good run,
goes
baby.
down, but not before
That's how you
reaching
do
the
it.
30-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Smith. He gets it to Sims, complete. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
How the hell
and
you
last time
strip
the
that
turnover
ball?
on the fumble,
Man.
and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Smith now on second down, and that's complete. It's Sims, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Yeah, this is draft. Yep. It's not the ticket. It's not for the ticket, the ranked one, but it's the unranked one. I'm trying to get enough coins to do the other one.
On first down, Smith, and brought in by the tight end Corliss. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
He's probably gonna blitz.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Keep him off balance a little bit.
3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Some quick reads right
now
here.
the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller,
Oh yeah, this is draft champions, man. Yep.
You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
The guy got me with a strip before, man.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, can't catch. Oh, wow. Come on, man. Keep running.
But on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be brought down at the
Passing,
21,
man.
just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Can't waste time. I don't know if he gets the ball next half either. I hope we do.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now, everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Thomas on the flat. It's going to be the first read.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Smith, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown,
all right, Smith, man, that was all you. You deserved it.
Smith taking it in. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right
26
time.
Now the
seconds.
Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Again, Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
I wish this was ranked.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
This will be my 4th win in a row. Oh my God! Oh.
And they'll have good starting
my
field
4th win in
position
a
as he's
row.
up just shy of the 40. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing now is Gino. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it
I'm in the flat.
Yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him
Stuff,
up
man.
now
Good
first
stuff.
and goal.
Good stuff. People hit him with this.
Gino down to throw.
No!
Nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick.
Was he a man in that play? That was a good play.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This will be caught at about
Come on, man.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball.
Yes.
That is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Good save, good slant. Demarius Thomas, man.
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Oh, shoot.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all
Almost.
knotted up
I
at
thought I
14.
missed that for sure.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out.
Gotta get a
for
stop,
their
though.
first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Offense comes to the line
It should
now,
be good
1st
if
and 10.
let's put this guy here. Maybe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Reed from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's
You
a
missed,
very good
yes.
player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Let it go, let it go. Oh,
This will be taken in at the 1.
wow.
The Bears
my
offense
luck
now
right
heading
there.
back out onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
down.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now Gino on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Come on.
The one running back is Gurley. To throw is Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Gino, and he fires one incomplete.
It was a tough one.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And the play clock's running down. Back to throw, Smith. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll look to throw.
Yeah, no, don't do that, man.
Nice catch there. Make
Oh,
sure the feet were
my
inbounds, and they
God.
were.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver's
Kind of
taught
heavy
that.
blitz here or what?
Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's brought down after a good game.
Waste some time now.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. Back to throw. He's got time. Now, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Redding in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Carr will look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down, surveying the field. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
It all came down to the red zone.
Saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long, everybody.
same guy. That's it? Come on. What the fuck, man? Who needs contracts? Oh, shit. Only gonna get 4 coins, forget that. shit. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Fuck.
it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's
We
get
got
right
all
down
game
to it.
views. Oh, yeah.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the Offensive Rookie of the Year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, you know, they drafted the rookie Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down is gone.
Dang.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just
Check
across
those
midfield at the
fans,
49.
huh?
Give him
Fine.
10 yards on that one, and
Might
that'll
have
earn him
done
a
that.
fresh set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Set. Green 39.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Finding time. Incomplete.
That could have been the
He had his hands
interception.
on it, but couldn't pick it.
Come on now,
But it's now
man.
4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down.
Well, he did
Johnny
almost
Hecker.
everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that
This
improved
doesn't
their
even matter.
win total
Just want
from 1 his
defense.
freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
On first down, it's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this one complete to Hankerson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
On first down, gone. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Chicago first down.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
From the red zone now, Goff. It's caught on the right side, Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Goff throwing again. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Actually smart to let him have the ball here.
Throwing again is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is going to lose. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Peterson alone in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Leonard Hankerson from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Set, 319! 319!
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out? Because we had an even half.
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter.
I'm trying to get the ball already.
This is fielded at the goal line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Bears. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Crabtree with it over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Peterson alone in the backfield, and they'll give it to him here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw is gone. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Goff now looking to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lewis Nix in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And it's complete to Britt. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast.
We gotta
and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Completes it right side to Britt. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Gonna throw right side here, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Green, 39.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to... And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
All right, here we go.
Now it's gone. And he connects with Ertz. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Goff. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Now Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he lost the football. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
What?
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it.
Hey, are you guys still there?